As you're aware, the Navy is a silent service, and we normally operate out at sea, away from the gaze of the people. And this is where the role of our very important friends, the press and the media, come in. Because you're the ones who compliment and appreciate the work that we do, because our sailors and officers have a very arduous task, and they spend sleepless nights out at sea so that our citizens ashore can sleep in peace. And our friends from the media help in projecting the image of the Navy in the correct perspective. And therefore, I thought to myself that the Navy likes to interact with the press traditionally during the Navy Day, the Navy Week, or the Navy Month. It will be my endeavor, and the endeavor of all of us in the Navy, to keep our interaction with our friends in the media who complement our role throughout the year. And I think this will help us to understand each other better, and as I said, in the role to complement each other. The last year has been a year of extremely high tempo on many fronts. The operational tempo of the Navy has been at an all-time high. We started off the year with the theatre level operational readiness exercise, Tropics 2014, which was centered in the Indian Ocean region, or the Central Indian Ocean. We had over 60 ships, 57 aircraft from the Coast Guard, Air Force and the Navy, and all our elements ranging from the Carrier Task Force to carry out the blue water operations, the submarine Chakra to carry out the sea denial role along with the other submarines, the P-8I, the long-range maritime patrol, reconnaissance and anti-submarine aircraft, as well as the networking of all our forces with the assistance of our satellite Rukmini, which, as you know, was launched last year. We've also had our deployments by our fleets, the Eastern and Western fleets, in their respective area of operations, to hone their skills, carry out various firings, carry out various readiness exercises, so that they are capable and ready at all times to perform the blue water tasks. The surveillance activities have been at an all-time high, and recently we concluded the defense of Gujarat exercise, which is a traditional coastal security and our offshore security exercises, which are held off the west coast, in which the ships of the Western Fleet, the flotilla, as well as the Coast Guard and the aircraft also participated. We have been carrying out regular coastal security exercises with all our 9 coastal states and 4 union territories. Ships have also been on patrol in the maritime boundary areas. As far as our operational footprint is concerned, it extended in the east from the Western Pacific to the west to the Persian Gulf and the countries of east coast of Africa and down to the islands in the Indian Ocean. The Eastern Fleet proceeded from Vizag to Vladivostok, carried out an exercise with the Russian Navy as part of the Indra exercise, proceeded off Sasebo in Japan and carried out exercises with the United States 7th Fleet as part of Malabar, in which the units of the JMSDF, the Japanese Maritime Self-Defense Force, also participated. They then transited and showed presence in the South China Sea, visited Vietnam, Philippines. We also had one of our ships, our indigenously designed and constructed, the stealth frigate Sayadri, which proceeded to the Pacific, to Hawaii, to participate in the RIMPAC, the Rim of Pacific exercises, and carried out exercises with 22 other navies of the world. This was the first time that we deployed a ship for impact. In the past, we have been sending officers as observers. Our ships of the Southern Command proceeded on a visit to the Gulf. They visited Oman, Bahrain, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and our ships of the Western Fleet proceeded to Mauritius, Seychelles, Reunion Island, Madagascar, Tanzania, Kenya, Mozambique, and South Africa. And they also carried out their trilateral exercise, the Ipsamar, which is with the Indian, Brazil, and South African navies. The aim of all this is to show our operational footprint in our primary area of interest. At the same time, we have been engaging our littoral neighbors and carrying out EZ patrols, as well as hydrographic surveys and other activities so as to build up their capacity building as well as the capability enhancement.